So this is a great little Hillary Clinton. People are still asking her opinion on things. The biggest loser in American politics history. She had the most well-moneyed, most well-connected political organization in the history, and she lost to a political novice game show host. That's how bad of a candidate she was. And people are still asking her opinion, and I'm going to play what her stupid opinion is in just a second. But I remind you, we're on tour. We're going to be in Omaha. We're going to be in Kansas City. We're going to be in Des Moines, Irvine, California, and Las Vegas. So go to jimmydorcomedy.com for a link for all those tickets. We'll see you there. So let's listen to what Hillary Clinton had to say.
All of a sudden, your big, aggressive, nasty neighbor decides he wants what you have. He can't build it himself. I mean, the real story here is that he has failed as the president of Russia. Russia's development has hardly advanced because he has taken so much of the money out along with his oligarchs, and they haven't invested in the people of Russia. So let's go take our neighbor who wants to look toward Europe and wants their children to have a better life. Let's seize their assets. Let's seize their rich farmland. Let's seize their mineral resources. Let's seize their ports on the Black Sea.
You know, the way she describes Putin, he does sound like a bit of a loser, but I guarantee you if Vladimir Putin and her ran against each other for president, he would kick her ass. I can guarantee you she would have another loss on her hands. But let's play that back again. And I'll stop and start it. So I played it first. So now I want to stop and start it, and
All of a sudden, your big, aggressive, nasty neighbor decides he wants.
Wait a minute. So Putin is nasty? He's nasty too? Shouldn't you guys be friends then? Okay.
That's what you have. He can't build it himself.
Wait. Let me play that again. Hang on.
All of a sudden, your big, aggressive, nasty neighbor decides he wants what you have.
What is that? What does he want that we have? Ukraine? Do we have Ukraine? Seriously, she means empire, right? That's what she means. But he didn't go out there and earn it, interfering in elections like we did. He didn't overthrow their government in 2014 like we did. We deserve Ukraine. Is that what she's saying? Okay.
He can't build it himself. I mean, the real story here is that he has failed as the president of Russia.
Okay, so now let's focus in on that. Has he by the way, she's just as appealing as she was the day she lost, isn't she? Jesus Christ. Do these people not have any self-awareness? No. So let's just see. Is she a big loser? She lost an election she rigged. Hillary is an expert when it comes to failure. That was well said. 2,000 mules. So is Putin a big failure? That's her assertion. He's a failure, a guy who's been president of his own country for 20 years. She lost to a political novice game show host. How is Putin doing? Well, mocked as rubble by Biden, Russia's ruble roars back.
Was he just trying to say ruble?
I think he was.
I think so.
Hey, why is the ruble getting stronger? If he's such a failed politician, you got the whole Western world sanctioning his economy, and the ruble is getting stronger. And why is the ruble getting stronger? Because if Joe Biden makes a promise, the opposite will happen. Regulators were sure they had accomplished punishing Russia's overall clout via weakening the ruble. The currency dropped to 0.007 rubles per American dollar on March 8th, essentially crashing the coin's value, and the Russian stock indices were closed for weeks. Now, however, the ruble has rallied. As of April 7th, the currency was trading at a 6-week high, essentially reverting to pre-war levels. All Russian stock markets are also back up and have largely shrugged off a new wave of sanctions. The rally is a major reversal of fortunes for Russia's wealthy elite and a substantial blow to global regulators. Russian President Vladimir Putin has his highest approval rating among Russians since September 2017. indicating popularity back home for the Russian leader soared, while he was widely criticized abroad for launching a brutal war on Ukraine. Putin's domestic approval rating reaches highest level in 5 years. The poll conducted from March 20th, it found 83% of Russians support Putin's activities as president. 83%. Whereas she couldn't even beat Donald Trump, and Joe Biden's at the lowest rating of president in history. But it's Putin who's failed.
Her approval rating, by the way, is 38%, and Joe Biden's is 33%.
But she's sure Putin is a failed politician. Sentiments about Russia generally also experienced a sharp uptick, as 69% of respondents said they believe Russia is going in the right direction. That's up 17% from Levada's February poll. Wow. But that doesn't make sense. I mean, did we try sanctioning them or banning them for trying to compete in dog shows? I mean, have we tried that?
We tried winning their hearts and minds with.
Do Russians not have CNN or something? That's the problem, right? Russians don't have CNN, MSNBC, or the Young Turks. So that's why Russians think they're going in the right direction, and their ruble is strong again. I think that's what it is. What do you think, Jackson?
I think Russia's got their hands on some, what Libya had, the weapons of mass destruction, gold. And they're tying gold to the ruble. They're creating a new gold standard, and that's freaking out a lot of politicians in the U.S.
Are they doing that? They're tying gold to the ruble?
Yeah, that's they're creating a fixed conversion rate of 5,000 or 5,000. What was it? Some level of, I think it's 5,000 rubles for every gram of gold or something like that. Something like that. I got you.
Yeah, so they're definitely in bed with Saudi Arabia and China, and they're definitely going to be making a new currency. So Latin America, South America, Brazil's looking into doing that too, creating a new currency. We're fucking ourselves by doing all this sanctioning bullshit, and Biden's doing it, and his legacy is going to be way worse than Trump's.
Yeah, and the euro's in decline right now, and Russia's also taking in Bitcoin now as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, and so Jackson, could you explain to people how the Ukraine war is going to end?
However Russia wants it to end.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's today they're celebrating in the streets, millions of people. It's Victory Day in Europe right now, except for, I guess, in Germany, where they've banned the Russian flag and you can't have a Russian flag during the Victory Day celebrations.
Even though it was the Russians who who actually beat the Nazis. We're doing live stand-up shows in Cleveland, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Des Moines, Omaha, Kansas City, Las Vegas, all over the country. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for tickets. And single tickets now available at all venues. So if you tried to buy one before and you couldn't, single tickets are now available. Plus, while you're at jimmydorecomedy.com, why don't you become a premium member? Sign up to our mailing list so when they cancel us, we can still stay in touch.